In almost every country of the world now, people are asked to stay at home. We wake up, have breakfast, work, have lunch, work again, have dinner, watch a movie, all of these at home. We save a lot of time on commuting, getting ready, going out with friends, going shopping, which means that we actually have a lot more time to ourselves, a lot more time in which we actually need to find things to do. While Italy started with the quarantine already few weeks ago, Switzerland was a little bit slower. Thanks to that, I actually had the time to organize myself for this self-isolation. I live by myself, so I actually have quite a lot of time now that I need to find a way to spend. I am not a gamer. I don't play games on the computer. I never had a console. I don't have any gaming app on the phone, but somehow I thought it would be a good idea to get a Nintendo Switch for my quarantine. My original idea was to get a Wii to play all those fitness games. I didn't even know that Wii does not exist anymore, so I ended up with this fellow. And believe me, this has been one of the best decisions that I've ever made. So my quarantine started and I was stuck with this thing which I didn't even know how to use or what to do with it. That's why I started downloading some games which revealed themselves a big fail and a big waste of money. Games are quite expensive for this thing, and other games that really changed my life. That's why in this video I will tell you which are, in my opinion, the best 5 Nintendo Switch games. And bear in mind, I am not a gamer, so these are not exactly the 5 games which you would expect. The 5th place goes to Mario Kart Deluxe. I never played with Mario Kart, so I didn't really expect to like it. I just downloaded it because it's one of the most famous games at the moment. But I must say, I actually quite like these car racing type of games. It's actually fun to spend some time playing with it. It's an easy game. The graphic is quite nice. You can either use the joystick and playing on the telly, or you can use the whole console and like steal the car by turning the console, which is actually pretty fun. 4th place goes to Wild Animal Jigsaw Puzzle, or actually any kind of jigsaw puzzle app. I downloaded the Wild Animal one because the pictures that I used for the puzzle are actually very nice. You can choose between 60 pieces, 120 pieces, 240 pieces. So it's actually quite nice because it doesn't take a long time. You can do it like in half an hour, 1 hour, depends on how many pieces you choose. I find it very calming. The only downside is that the screen is a bit too small for like the remaining pieces. You have just a part on the top and on the side, so if you want to move the remaining pieces around, you don't have a lot of space to like spread them all and see them. You have to keep moving them to check for the pieces that you need. At place number 3 we have Uno. Uno is actually one of my favorite games. I used to play it a lot when I was a teenager with my friends, like Uno Kart. I have this game also at home, but when you're alone, you cannot really play with it. Thanks to the Nintendo Switch now, I can play it against the computer. It's a very nice game. It's actually a very fun game. I really like it. You can choose between different settings. You can choose between different rules. It's a very interactive game. I really like it. Place number 2 goes to yoga. My relationship with yoga is kind of love and hate relationship. Sometimes I really hate it because I prefer a more hardcore training and I feel like it's kind of boring. Sometimes I really love it, especially when I find more difficult poses, because I really feel that I'm working on my body. And this app is actually very cool because it has different poses, different levels of difficulties. The settings is actually very nice when you start playing with it. I don't play with it every single day, but it's really cool and nice when I want to relax a little bit. I really prefer using this app because I have the console in my hand, so I can see if I keep the position or not, if I have a good balance or not, rather than just watching the video on YouTube. The first place goes to a game that has basically changed my life. I think I play with it every single day. I find it amazing. I really like it. I feel stronger. I feel that my body's changing. I feel that it's doing me well, especially mentally right now that I am stuck at home. And this game is fitness boxing. It's a really cool game. You have daily workouts based on your weight. Every day you unlock new combos. You start with normal straight punches, then you start unlocking the hook, then you start unlocking other kinds of movements. You have also free trainings depending on how many minutes you want to train, what kind of positions you want to train, what kind of part of the body you want to train. The music is very cool. The graphic is really nice. The only downside is sometimes I don't really understand how the sensor works because it recognizes the movement, but sometimes I am starting with a punch and the sensor recognizes it as if I threw the punch already, so I actually threw the punch too early and these affect my score. So sometimes I quite get mad at it because I'm really into this game. I really like it, but overall it's actually very nice if you want to work out. I start sweating after 2 minutes and I really feel like my upper body aching because it really makes you work out quite a lot. I actually prefer this kind of workout where you really interact with the game rather than just having a YouTube video showing you how to do the moves. As I said before, I believe these are not exactly the 5 games that you would expect from a Nintendo Switch review. I know that a lot of people right now play Zelda or Animal Crossing. I prefer more active games as fitness boxing or yoga. My advice is really to buy these things as soon as possible, and not only for your quarantine days. I think that this thing is actually very nice where you don't know what to do, or maybe you don't want to go to the gym, you can still working out with it. For sure I will stick with my fitness boxing even after this self-isolation time. I absolutely love it. If you also have a Nintendo Switch, let me know which is your favorite game, or maybe the game that you use the most during this quarantine time. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank God it keeps me occupied during these quarantine days, and see you next time. Bye!